Challenges. They're a constant variable in life. Each and every one of you have and will face challenges throughout your life. Be it financial challenges, academic challenges,
you stupid,
family challenges, unemployment, employment, whatever they are, there's something you have to do whether you want to or not. To persevere and overcome and refusing to give up is what it means to be human, to live. And when you finally reach the other side, you look back at the long road you took and you shed a tear. You take a big sigh and you think to yourself, man, I can probably upload this to the internet.
I think there's someone hanging right.
Challenges on the internet has always been a thing ever since its fruition. From the ice bucket challenges to Minecraft challenges to eating Tide Pods. Yeah, they get fucking wild sometimes. In contrast to the challenges you face in life, the challenges you see on the internet feel more silly and unnecessary. Some might even think they're not even challenging. If you've been on the internet for a while, you might remember a space that doesn't ask for your personal data at every corner. You might remember the boom of internet challenge videos. One of the most infamous challenges that stretched so far as to reach mainstream media and even the likes of the most powerful people on the planet.
Tired of winning.
That challenge is the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. Back in the early 2010s, specifically around the mid-2014s, it was created by Pete Fritz and Pat Quinn alongside the ALS Foundation to raise awareness to ALS, a neurological disease. This challenge absolutely blew up with people like Mark Zuckerberg and Bill fucking Gates of Microsoft taking part in the challenge to raise awareness. The challenge is pretty simple and self-explanatory. You take a bucket full of ice and water and dump it on yourself. Record it and your reaction and post it on the internet. Easy. The challenge is part of a charity run by the ALS Foundation. The campaign would last for a couple of months, and by the end of 2014, the challenge raised a whopping $220 million for charity worldwide, which is incredible, especially at the time when the internet is still a relatively new concept to the general masses.
Technology.
Unfortunately, Pat Quinn passed away in 2020, succumbing to ALS. Before making this video, I thought the Ice Bucket Challenge was just another internet challenge. But it turns out to be a lot more meaningful than just another internet challenge. May rest in peace. Other than the Ice Bucket Challenge, there are a variety of different challenges people would take on, such as the Cinnamon Challenge, where someone would take a spoonful of cinnamon and try to eat it, the Wasabi Challenge, which is self-explanatory, and the Haribo Gummy Bear Challenge. Yeah, I like to think this is the golden age of internet challenges. They're fun to watch, fun to do, and don't do anything harmful. Relatively. Anybody can just decide to take an afternoon off to fuck around with their friends and eat some cinnamon and post it on the internet. But alas, the internet is one unsatiable hive mind that needs more crazy challenges and more at stake. They needed to up the ante, and up the ante they did. And thus, we enter what I like to call the Dark Ages. The Dark Ages of internet challenges is an era that lasts from 2017 to 2020. In this era, you can see challenges becoming increasingly more dangerous, such as the Tide Pod Challenge, where you literally eat a fucking laundry detergent. But that doesn't mean it's all doom and gloom. You'd still see some challenges that are more lighthearted, like the Mannequin Challenge, where you stand completely still to the music, and the Running Man Challenge, where you would do a little dance to the music. But other than that, it was not the nicest of times. A lot of the things you'd see at the time were challenges where it would make a nuisance to the people around them, or more harmful to the people doing the challenge and or the people around them. Some of these that come to mind is the Overnight Stay at X Place Challenge, the Devious Lip Challenge, the NyQuil Chicken Challenge, which I don't fucking know who and how and why the original poster would think of something like that. It's stupid, dangerous, and deadly. But if you were around at the time, specifically around 2017 and 2019, you see a challenge video type that was the talk of the town, and that was 3 a.m. challenges.
Okay guys, we're gonna do the 3 a.m. Among Us challenge tonight. We're gonna do the 3 a.m. Among Us challenge. But first, you guys, we need to take a look at the timer. The timer says 3 o'clock.
For those youngins who are in too deep into AI brain rot and grow a garden and are uninitiated on why 3 a.m. is so special, well, let me explain. 3 a.m. is widely believed to be the devil's hour, a time where paranormal activities would reach its climax, and it's believed doing specific rituals and actions at the time would yield in paranormal sightings and experiences. Of course, this belief was rightfully exploited by the internet. You may remember Jay Station. He used to make these 3 a.m. challenge videos where he would summon the scariest ghosts ever known, like Mike Myers and Dame tu Cosita.
It won't stop, guys! It won't stop!
If you search up his name now, nothing will pop up because back in 2020, he got absolutely hammered because he tried to do a 3 a.m. challenge on his dead girlfriend, and got so bad that YouTube had to step in and delete his entire channel. Also, his girlfriend is still alive, by the way. He made all of that shit up. Anyway, just like he made that whole fiasco up, if you watch some of the re-uploads, you could easily tell that they are fake too. And it may look cringy and over the top now, but man, back in 2017, 12-year-old me was pissing my pants to a grown man screaming and shouting to a shittily edited video of Dame tu Cosita. Believe me when I say timbers were shivered, alright? He also made videos on recently passed celebrities to cash in on the publicity, so if the dead girlfriend fiasco is enough to tell, he's not a good guy. Like, at all. Other than him, there was also Aldo's World posting similar content, and more recently Arcade Craniacs, which contrary to the arcade in their name, they're posting 3 a.m. challenges. Their videos are more self-aware and serve more as comedy than horror though, and I've laughed watching some of them before. Other than the 3 a.m. challenge videos, a few more notable challenges from this area are the milk crate challenge, where people try to walk up a staircase made of milk crates, and the skull breaker challenge, where people attempt murder on their friends. Some of these challenges get so bad that TikTok and other social medias had to get involved to basically stop people from killing themselves. And now we arrive in present day, a time where I call the null zone. Why? Because I can't think of a better name. I named the last two areas and felt obligated to name the last one, so deal with it, I guess. Nowadays, the only challenges you'd really hear about are the Mr. Beast-esque challenge, where they have to do some X thing for Y amount of time and win a Z million amount of dollars, sort of like game shows back in the days. Other than that, you don't really see much of internet challenges anymore. Except, of course, when they die or get eerily close to being dead. I think you've heard of the teenager in Brazil who passed away because he injected a fucking butterfly into himself for an internet challenge. Like, what the fuck kind of challenge is that, man? This has gotta be some blue whale shenanigans happening. Who in their right minds would do something remotely as dangerous as that? A content creator called Blanco has a series where he lists the stupidest of them all, and you can watch his video to get a peek of the new season of 100 Ways to Die. If these are the challenges that the kids are doing, I can see why people don't collectively do challenges anymore. They aren't fun or engaging to do anymore. They're a literal danger to life and everybody around them. I seriously think we're a couple of paces away from a group of teenagers making chlorine gas for an internet challenge they got from 4chan. Things like arson, theft, poisoning, and Grand Theft Auto are being done for shits and giggles, and I can't believe anyone would do shit like this for some 15 minutes of fame, if at all, in exchange for multiple years in prison. If there is a challenge to pop up in virality again, I hope it's harmless for the entire family to have fun. Maybe I'll do it for a video or something, I don't know. We'll see what the future entails. And with that, pretty much wraps it up for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and since we're talking about challenges, I have a challenge for you. It's called the like subscribe challenge, where you like the video and subscribe. So make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to complete the challenge. Comment down below your best time in completing this challenge, and thank you everyone for your recent support. That's about it. See ya.
Man, you already know what's going on. Got the tomato soup, got the grilled cheese cooking right now.